-5. You can stay pressed while I handle mine. Basic bitch on -6. Use a booster, that's how you got those kicks. Basic bitch on -7. Snorting that powder ain't the only way to handle it. Basic bitch on -8. The struggle's so real, that's why you hate. Basic bitch on -9. Inhale that kush shit'll clear your mind. Inhale that kush shit'll clear your mind. Inhale that kush shit'll clear your mind. Use a basic bitch.
Y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nyca. Today we are talking The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 8. This is season 8, the reunion part 2. Child. Now, part 1 I missed out on because I was down there at the hospital sick and things. But part 1 really pissed me off because can you learn when you won? Sometimes when you won, child, you don't have to fight no more battles. Just let it ride off your damn back like you a duck. I know you ain't one, but bitch, just let it ride sometimes. Part 2 was kind of lackluster too for me. And I'll tell you why as we get into it. Now, they open up with Portia and Cynthia's situation on that boat, right? And how old Cynthia turned it to Stonefoot Bailey on that boat. They both admitted that they were wrong. However, if someone tried to straddle me the way Portia tried to do that to her, child, I would have kicked her in her puss too. You would not straddle me, bitch. No God. Now, Candy and them admitted that they did have her go over there and try to talk to Cynthia after Cynthia walked off. And Cynthia said that, you know, when she walked off, she was done with it, so they shouldn't have done that. Even if you did go over there to speak to her, Portia, why the fuck did you go over there and not apologize? See, that's where the shit is. That's what I'm talking about. If you gonna go over there and talk to this woman after you already done pissed her off by putting your hands and shit all up in her face and talk crazy, then what makes you think that she wasn't gonna wanna, you know, she was gonna be in the mood to receive you talking to her in any other way other than to be apologizing to her? And I'm glad that Cynthia set the record straight that she wasn't the one that gave you all those damn bruises, and she wouldn't. Play the tape back. It might have been that producer or security guy that was holding you down because you was acting like a rabid dog that would probably had you with most of those bruises. And Phaedra, you ain't shit with your fraudulent ass for trying to make it seem as if it was more than what it was. Now, I'm not saying the girl wasn't hurt, but what I'm saying is it didn't make no damn sense for you to try to assume that Cynthia had done all of that when you know goddamn well all she did was kick you in your pussy, and then that man tackled you down and held your ass down, and that's how that shit went, and that's how you should have told the story. But Cynthia got your ass all the way together right about that. I just think that you don't get in people's personal spaces. That's something I've said about Kenya as well. You stay out of people's face and control your liquor intake. If you turn to somebody else when you drinking, then bitch, leave folks alone, because you don't need to be in no situation like that. And I'm glad that they got this shit together. And yes, Portia, I guess you did whoop your own ass down at the hospital. Now, they go to talk about Kenya issues with her mom. And she told Andy that whether them cameras would have been there or not, her mama still would have turned her down because she's tried that in the past, okay? Now, I'm so sick of Andy. Andy can't stand Kenya because she don't cut the coon for him, okay? He can't say anything to her without her coming back and saying something to him. Well, he wants to bring up a 93 People magazine interview where Kenya's mom was supposedly had called her to congratulate her on winning Miss USA. And Kenya got that shit all the way clarified. She said, my mom did call. She asked for Kenya. I knew her voice. And I just kind of froze up and said she was unavailable. She later found out via relatives that mama called to tell her do not discuss her or mention her when she do any of her interviews. So is that congratulatory? No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Child, I just don't understand it. And see, that's why I wasn't here for Auntie Cisco with her crazy looking ass. Y'all know Auntie Lori Cisco. That's what I call her, Auntie Lori Cisco. That's who she is. Telling Kenya that she don't feel like she had a right to go to her mother resident and try to make contact with her. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody tell nobody when they should be done with a situation that's hurtful to them. I have never and never will tell a person that they should fucking be quiet or let something go when it's offended, when it has affected them. If you pick at me, bitch, if I fuck with you and from now until never wear it, That's what I did because that's how I felt. This girl still has a lot of question marks. It ain't that she didn't receive no love, even though her daddy do be acting a fool on here sometime and blowing on Kenya. I do believe that they do have that relationship, and if they don't, who the fuck cares? We don't live Kenya life. So, Portia, you should have never said nothing about you can understand why Kenya shows lack of compassion and sensitivity. No, bitch, she has a lot of compassion and sensitivity. She just don't have that shit for your ass. None of you hoes sitting on that damn couch except for maybe Cynthia. It ain't got nothing to do with her childhood past. And I feel like, considering the nature of y'all relationship, just like Kenya shouldn't be making no judgment calls on you, you shouldn't be trying to say shit about her because you don't know her like that, okay? You do not know her like that, and she didn't like that. She didn't like that at all. And Auntie Laura had no right telling Kenya that she shouldn't go to her mama's house. And like Kenya said, I don't think nobody understood that it didn't, girl, because we on Twitter was cutting her fool on your auntie because we didn't understand where the fuck she was getting her knowledge from. Where do you get this kind of thought process from? And again, Portia, y'all don't have no good damn history. Why the hell would you even mention that woman's name? Now, production might make y'all work together, but in real life, you wouldn't be nowhere near each other for real. Plus, Portia don't have good reading skills, and if she get mad, she resorts to violence and shit. She get mad. It is what it is. Next, we get to Cynthia and Portia, and Cynthia feeling some kind of way about Portia putting those rumors out about her and her husband. Okay. Now, at that moment, Papa Smurf joined the damn cast to defend himself. And here's my take. Cynthia, you was in Phaedra Marital Affairs last season with a rumor that you got from your husband, who got that rumor from Apollo. It's not cool when the spotlight on you and your marital issues that you having, okay? And that I understand. But I also feel this way about it. I don't think Cynthia was trying to be malicious to her. She just was passing on what she had gotten from my husband, who got that from Phaedra's husband, okay? Maybe she should not have said anything about it. But, karma's a bitch. Maybe this is your little karma, okay? Peter tell her, basically, I ain't sleeping with no motherfucking body. If you feel like I am, then you need to produce those receipts. You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit, producing receipts. But I understand, Peter, if you're going to keep talking about me and trying to make me, look bad and say all this stuff about me, then you should produce what you say you got on me. Show me what you talking about. Telling that woman talking about you can ask any 19-year-old and that Peter paying his waitresses with peanuts. Bitch, please. Are you out of your fucking mind? Maybe you would have got paid in peanuts, but I don't see the average 18, 19, 20-year-old girl around here busting no tables for some OD. Some old geriatric balls, girl. Are you at your damn man? Just because you lay on your fucking back, it is what it is. And I was here for Kenya when she told Portia, girl, shut the hell up, because you don't know what the fuck you talking about unless you got a dick in your mouth. And she was so right for that. And that shit that Portia tried to say back, talking about Kenya tucks her dick. Come on, that wasn't even funny. That wasn't funny because we all know Kenya's a fucking woman. So I don't think Kenya has to lay on her back to get anything because she's intelligent and she know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. Bitch, you is the motherfucking one that has to get on your motherfucking back and allow me to use and abuse your body to get what you want. And they say your pussy stinks, but I ain't gonna go there though. I'm just saying. I don't know. But Peter said he ain't did shit, which I don't believe that shit. I believe Peter probably does do a little, dabbling and on the side, but who the fuck cares? Cynthia probably know about that shit. She didn't seem like she was too disturbed by it. And if they divorced, if they're in the process of divorcing or separated, who gives a fuck? I don't care. It is strange that he lives in Charlotte and she lives in Atlanta. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why we so deep into them people business like that. Especially Peter and Cynthia, because it ain't like they some major motherfucking players on here. And Cynthia, bitch, you can't get mad at how people perceive Peter because you gave us that perception. You got on this show and you act like this man was spending all of your coins. You only gave him $10,000 motherfucking dollars, you bitch you. And now everybody looks at Peter like he's just automatically a abuser and a failure. That kind of portrayal is what you put on your own husband. So, bitch, get over it. I don't give a fuck. Next, we talk about Phaedra taking them boys down there to see Apollo. And according to her, Apollo wants her to come back. Possibly for a conjugal visit, whatever, girl. Y'all, he want to call you back down there so y'all can discuss what the fuck need to be discussed about his coinage. Okay, that's what I say. So you could fill us with any kind of lie you want to, child, but it is what it is. Now, I don't believe those kids saw no other inmates giving. I don't think that they saw other people. A couple in there, possibly. In there doing no masturbation. I just don't believe that shit. I don't believe that. I don't care what Phaedra say. She come up with any fucking lie to try to make that man look bad and to make the situation look bad. But here's my take on that. I think you should take your kids to see their fathers. But if you don't want to do that, Phaedra, that's on you. I really don't give a fuck, bitch. I really don't give a fuck. But for you to sit there and say that you did that just to get people out your business, especially people who don't even pay your bills or even much less check on your boys, that your boys get more attention from the production crew on mentoring them than they do from his so-called friends that he hung out with. Hold up, bitch. Let me explain something to you. Hold up. Peter and Todd are not obligated to do a goddamn thing to help you with them boys. Now, like Candace say, me and you weren't even in a good place, so that's why I didn't reach out to you. And Cynthia told your ass, girl, we just got cool, but I have reached out and told you if you need my help with the boys in any kind of way, just let me know. So, Phaedra, what the fuck you want them to do? Run behind you? At the end of the day, you get so up in your fucking feelings with Candy and the rest of the women, but mostly Candy because you feel like Candy wasn't supposed to have said that. Bitch, you took that and put that on her front door. She didn't come and ask you a motherfucking thing. And I'm here for Candy. I ain't here for her often, but in this sense, I'm here for her. Candy say, look, if we are friends, I have to tell you the truth. I can't always tell you what you want to hear, Phaedra. And I didn't try to tell you what to do with your boys. I just told you what I would do. But the decision is on you. And she gonna snap back, well, if he cares so much about his kids, then why didn't he do what he was supposed to do to be at home with his kids? Okay, that's true, girl. You're right about that. But also, who is the bitch that stalked him out in the prison yard, snuck your ass into the motherfucking projects and laid on an air mattress and procreated with a criminal, thus giving your children criminal DNA? That was your decision. You made the decision to be with that man, and you alone. So you the one got to reap all of this shit. Now, I don't think they got no problem with helping you with your kids or coming around your kids, but you, girl, you don't make it easy for people to help you. And Miss Kim Fields, Miss Cotton Ball, you notice how she really didn't acknowledge your husband until you had to say something about it? Because she was in that conversation about your husband being gay. But we'll talk about this shit next week. But, yeah, honey, that's how I feel about that. Phaedra, I'm going to tell you something. Ain't nowhere in hell they finna be friends no more. I think that the producers of this show try to put them back together. But these ladies are not fucking friends any damn more. The friendship was over when she started shading that woman's husband. When you start shading that man, shading that woman husband because you owe him money. And bitch, you was wrong. You was dead ass wrong. Candy like me. She said, Candy like me in this sense. Candy don't, it's a lot Candy ain't saying. You better believe it's a lot Candy ain't saying. And she the type of bitch like me. We could be friends, but if that friendship ends, I'm taking whatever we discussed to the grave. I ain't one of them hoes that the minute you fall out with a bitch, you got to go run back and tell everything that was said. Because, bitch, you was involved in that conversation with me. So, therefore, you're just as guilty as me. And it's a bad look on you when you try to bump your motherfucking guns after the fucking fact. Child, sit down some fucking well. They not friends. The friendship is over with. But Candy ain't never gonna tell us what the real tea is, and it's a whole lot deeper than this shit they giving us on this show. Now we get to the whole Glenn, Tammy, and Kenya incident down at the Miami Spice thing, okay? It's a damn shame that y'all dislike. Oh yeah, Aiden showed up somewhere up in there too, child. Aiden came through and was like, he was ready to go. Mommy, while we here, he asked a couple of questions to the ladies per Andy's assistants, and it was cute. It was cute. But I was wondering why he was there, because to my understanding, they film all fucking day. So I don't know why he was there, but whatever. Child, he told her, I see you at the house, mama. I'm gone, deuces. He a cute little boy. No matter what we say about Phaedra, one thing I must admit, Phaedra, somebody doing well with her children, because they very smart, especially that little boy Aiden. But now let's get on to this Miami situation. It's a shame. It is a shame when you all 30 plus old assholes sitting up on a stage, and only two bitches that really had a problem with it was the nappy head bitch Kim, who I'm glad is not returning for season 9, Portia and Phaedra. It's a shame when y'all disdain for that woman is so severe that you still even to the reunion was saying that woman pushed that issue up. There was nothing to push up. Kenya admitted, I invited that motherfucker to come back to the house. When he got there, he started showing me signs that he didn't need to be there and that he was on one. He went off on Candy for no damn reason, and she's sitting up there with a belly full of ace. Are you kidding me? Y'all dislike for this woman is so bad that y'all would sit there and allow this, still say that man he didn't seem threatening to you. Well, goddamn it, bitch. Okay, Portia and Phaedra claim like they've been victims of domestic violence before. Let's be clear on that, okay? If you two bitches are fucking victims of domestic violence, y'all should have been amongst the first motherfuckers the red flag went up on when he started calling you bitches and hoes. But see, y'all was so motherfucking dick thirsty. You're willing to take a motherfucker possibly going upside your head just to get you up in there. And don't try to tell me Kenya was mad because that boy didn't want her, because we all know Kenya is flirtatious. Hell, I do that shit too. It ain't because we want the motherfucker. It's because we like the idea of that we can do the shit and the reactions that we get sometimes. Kenya been a flirt on this damn show. Sometimes it done got our ass in trouble flirting. But you not finna tell me that y'all still thinking that this man was not gonna cause y'all bodily harm. And like Candy and Cynthia said, it don't fucking matter if she told him to leave or not. He was out of line. He was out of order. This motherfucker was on one. And y'all still trying to make it seem as if she's wrong. And Phaedra, you stupid bitch, for you to be a lawyer with all of these multiple degrees and jobs, you gonna try to equate Glenn to a Mike Brown. And you set your punk ass up at that funeral with that man, with Mike Brown family. If I was Mike Brown mama, I'd whoop your motherfucking ass. Bitch, I'd drag you. You don't compare the two. Glenn was a crazed, drug using, wannabe gang member, ex NBA player or wannabe NBA hopeful. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? And you think that man is right for what he came to that woman and did? You think that it was fair for him to walk up on her after she was... Now, she asked Tammy to tell him to go. Now, y'all know Tammy was full of that shit. She was drunk. She was drunk drug. She was drunk drug. She told him to leave. He started asking questions. What was the harm in Kenya saying why you're being asked to leave? Because clearly you won't get out the door until you find out, because you keep asking the motherfucking question. And Portia, you dumbass bitch, when did we start involving production and security in situations where it's not quite volatile yet? Security only jumps in like they did when someone is trying to make an avid threat, like advancing on y'all or finna fuck one of y'all asses up and y'all fucking each other up, okay? We don't involve production in nothing like that. That was stupid on your fucking part. And bitch, what's wrong with you? No, what it was is y'all could not handle the fact that Kenya spotted the motherfucking problem, called it out, and he did exactly what I knew he would do. He was asked to leave, that irritated him, and he went the fuck off on Kenya. Walking up on her, throwing gang signs and stuff, like he gonna whoop her motherfucking ass. And you see he had no regard for females, because Tammy's supposed to be his wife, even though, his auntie, even though we know that bitch is his fucking, one of his motherfucking customers. And possibly one of his mates when he do the shit. He knocked her smooth the fuck out, which it probably ain't take that much because that bitch was damn near crazy in the damn way. She was bite out anyway. All he did was just give her a little push and knock her ass out. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. This dude was violent. And for you all to sit there and try to say that he was not violent and Kenya was shaking the hornet's nest makes me wonder what kind of individual are you? Are you the type of bitches that just want to get your ass whooped, or is it your hate for this woman so damn severe that you would put your own life at risk just to prove a point? Because he wasn't talking about just whooping Kenya ass. He disrespected every last one of y'all, including you, Sheree. And you was the one he was in her face, in face. Girl, go on and get you some of that one-eyed Bob and leave that shit alone. And don't be joining a coalition with these stupid assholes over here, Portia and Phaedra. Because them two bitches right there, they'll do anything for a piece of dick. And that's the reason why they got mad. Because that motherfucker couldn't stay there. If Kenya wouldn't have said nothing, they'd have been happy as fuck, child. And that's how I feel about that. Just don't be no fucking stupid bitch. I ain't here for her. Oh, I can't stand her. And Kim, why did you feel some kind of way? Because if memory serves me right, bitch, when you on a phone call with Chris or reading a book or something, girl, put the shut to the up. Put the shut to the up and do that. And Phaedra, bitch, Kenya, like I said, being a flirt, that ain't had nothing to do with him wanting that boy. She seen that boy was volatile and he could hurt y'all. And Candy was sitting in there with a belly full of ace, and she was just thinking about the safety and protection of all y'all. And she was right, because you see how this boy turned up on y'all motherfucking ass. Just sit your stupid ass there and look like that. Child, I cannot stand Phaedra. Ain't nothing Phaedra do that I can deal with. Child, I can't deal with her sitting up there looking like a bag of shiny ass pennies. Child. Oh. Let me see if I left anything. I don't think I left our shit on this stuff. If I did, put it down in them damn comments. The conversation can continue there. I think next week is when I'm going to be able to give my best. Because this right here, it didn't give me nothing. And I can't force nothing that ain't there, okay? Now, child, next week we supposed to see Matt get Chris all the way together. I'm here for that. And we supposed to see Todd read the fuck motherfucking Phaedra, and I've been waiting on that too. And don't be jumping down in my comments next week or today talking about a man shouldn't say nothing to a woman, because just the fuck he should say something to her. All that nasty shit she said about him in them confessionals, it's about time somebody handed to her dumbass, and I'm glad he gonna be the one to do it. Anyway, y'all, with that being said, in the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. Be back down here next Sunday.